Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Hey, welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. A while back, I was looking through a drawer that probably should have been cleaned out years ago. The drawer where important things, unimportant things, and things you can't quite identify all end up living together. As I shuffled through old papers, receipts, and forgotten odds and ends, I came across an old recipe card. It wasn't anything fancy, just an index card, a few ingredients, a few instructions. The kind of thing most people would glance at for 2 seconds before moving on. But I didn't move on because I recognized the handwriting. And suddenly the recipe wasn't the important part. The handwriting was. It's funny how powerful something as simple as handwriting can be. A person spends their whole life writing notes, signing cards, making grocery lists, jotting down reminders, and never once imagines that one day their handwriting might become precious. Yet somehow it does. I found myself staring at those words longer than I needed to, not reading them, but remembering. The way the letters curved, the little habits that made the writing unmistakably theirs. The evidence that a real human hand had once held that card and carefully written those words. For a moment, it felt less like reading and more like visiting. I think most of us inherit things we never expected to inherit. Not money, not property, but pieces of people. A phrase they always used, a recipe, a habit, a story that gets retold at family gatherings. The older I get, the more I notice how much of the people we love continues moving through the world after they're gone. My mother says things that remind me of her parents. I catch myself using expressions that sound exactly like something my father would say. Sometimes I laugh at a joke and realize it landed because it carried the same sense of humor that ran through my family for generations. None of that was planned. It just happened. The people who shape us leave traces behind. And often those traces show up when we least expect them. A recipe card, an old photograph, a birthday card tucked into a book, a note written in the margin of a cookbook. Small things. Yet somehow they contain entire worlds. I think that's because objects become meaningful when they carry a story. A stranger might see an old recipe card, but you see Thanksgiving dinners. You see family gathered around a table and you hear voices. You remember laughter. The object becomes a doorway. That's what happened to me standing there with that card in my hand. What looked like a simple piece of paper became a connection to a person, a time, and a collection of memories that I hadn't visited in years. And maybe that's one of the beautiful things about getting older. You begin to realize that the most valuable things in life are rarely the things with the highest price tags. They're the things attached to meaning, the things attached to love, the things that remind us where we came from. I think that's why families save the oddest things. A handwritten note, an old recipe, a postcard, a ticket stub. To anyone else, they're clutter. But to us, they're evidence. Evidence that people were here. Evidence that life happened. Evidence that love leaves marks. As we begin this new week, that's the thought I'd like to leave you with. Pay attention to the small things. The handwritten notes, the old photographs, the cards tucked away in drawers. The objects you've stopped noticing because they've always been there. Every now and then, pick one up. Look at it. Really look at it. You may discover you're holding much more than paper. You may discover that you're holding a piece of someone's story, And if you're lucky, a piece of your own. Because sometimes the things that stay aren't the things we expected. Sometimes they're written on a simple recipe card, waiting quietly in a drawer for us to remember. Happy Monday, guys, and I hope you're starting off your week really well. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Later, Gators. You know what I need you to do? Almost forgot. Go out there and pass that on, okay? Later.
Fears